Good morning, everyone. Today, for our listening and dining pleasure, I'm going to do The Searchers. Don't Throw Your Love Away. And the reason I'm doing that is I know the song from years ago. It's from 60-something probably, in the mid-60s, early 60s, whenever it was. But I was listening to my music on Random Play, and the Orlons come up singing that song. And I didn't know they did that. And they were pre-Searchers in the 50s possibly. Or very, very early 60s would put them 61, wouldn't it? Or 60. And so I was like, maybe they're the original doers, singers of that song before the Searchers. I would guess. If someone were to ask me, I would say probably. But we're going to do the Searchers version. I remember this from years and years ago and liking the song. I'm sure it was their hit. And that's pretty much all you heard from a particular band. If you were lucky if you heard 2 songs off of an album, then that applies for today too, really. You know, nothing's really changed as far as that goes. As far as I know. I don't listen to the radio anymore, but that's my guess. It's the hit and nothing but the hit. But the Searchers, don't throw your love away. No, 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 no. And another thing before we get started, I have, since I've been not making videos for the past 6 months, I've kind of reassessed, let's say, how I'm doing this. Pretty much the same, but I never was a good reactor. I never thought I was a good reactor, really. There were things that I couldn't react to because they were music I grew up with, for one thing. And I'm just not a good reactor, you know. I just sit and listen. I don't pause. I don't like to pause. So my whole thing is just to sit and listen to music, whether I know it or whether I don't know it. And I'm just hoping that you kind of join along and maybe you see that I'm playing something. Oh, I remember that song from years ago. We're not reacting. We're just listening like a radio station. I would love to just do a radio station if I could, but I don't think that's possible these days. Not really, with the copyright problems and everything else. That would be up my alley, just to sit for an hour or two and just play music. One strange thing after the other. Nothing has to relate. It's all a mishmash, which is kind of how I do it here. Anyway, I did some Frank Sinatra yesterday, and we'll do some Searchers today. I've got some Brian Auger lined up that I just was kind of discovering that this Julie Driscoll was a singer in the band, and don't know much about them, but I'm going to play some of that. And what else am I going to do? Oh, the Harmonicats. And they are just a bunch of harmonicas. And I remember watching this group of harmonica players would come out like on the Ed Sullivan Show. And there was a small guy, and he would take everybody else's abuse while they're playing harmonicas. And it was just fun, that old vaudevillian Ed Sullivan Show kind of stuff, you know, spinning plates and all of that crazy kind of a thing. But the Harmonicats, the Harmonicats are not that. They're not like the silly stuff. They just play serious harmonica music. You didn't know there was serious harmonica music, did you? Well, there is. And that's the kind of thing we're going to play here. So, before I get talking too long, we're going to do the Searchers. Don't throw your love away. A very 60s vibe, you know.
Don't throw your love away. No, 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 no. Don't throw your love away. Oh, you might need it someday.
With the harmonies going on, love it.
Don't throw your dreams away. No, 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 no. Keep them another day. Oh, you might need them someday. Just throw their dreams away and play out loud. They give their love away.
The birds sounding guitar.
Say, I love you.
Right, this is all very...
Don't throw your love away. No, 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 no. Don't throw your love is up today. Just throw their dreams away and play at love. They give their love away to anyone who says I love you.
It's just a mash of people I'm hearing. You know, the We Five,
Have your fun.
those folk-sounding people. Even what the mamas and papas sort of do.
Don't throw your love away.
No, 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 no.
Don't throw your love away. For you might need it someday. Don't throw your love away. Don't throw your love away.
Dun, 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 dun. Now, is that the ending to a Beatles song or what? All right? That's kind of what I mean. You know, good stuff. We love it. If you grew up with that kind of a thing, I can see younger people today listening to that. Not all of them. A lot of them are listening to older stuff and really, enjoying it, picking up on the fact that it was good stuff. 70s music, which was my heyday. That's when I was really getting into things. Though early on, as a matter of fact, I was into music when I was like 8, 9, 10. And at that time, it was pre-Beatles. So it was like Elvis and some of those guys who were like, the girls loved them, Fabian, if you know who Fabian was, and like Frankie Valli. Oh, geez, I can't even remember them, but it was a lot of guys singing, you know, to girls, love songs with had the pompadour hair slicked back. Ricky Nelson, let's say, that kind of a stuff when he was singing his songs. It was a lot of that. Chubby Checker had the twist going on at the time. Come on, baby. And then suddenly, out of the clear blue, the Beatles showed up and everything else changed. It all changed. Your clothes styles changed, your hairstyle changed. They were from Britain, so they were cool because they had an accent and they were, they had a wit about them. It all changed. And we are glad it did. All right, so that was it. The Searchers. And I think they're from the UK. The Searchers, are they? I don't know. They probably were. We'll say they were until someone corrects me. All right, folks, I'm not going to stick another song on this video. This is going to be it. Just the Searchers. Thanks for dropping by. Later.